in my eyes, this is my time. Step up, rise up, fight first, bring it on.
Welcome to the next Remus Talks. This one will be a bit more brief than most because the person in particular that I'm talking about for today that you all voted on is not one that I particularly enjoy. For he's not someone who brings a lot of joy into SWF. He's not someone who entertains me. He's basic at best. And if you're not clued into who it is that I'm speaking of, it begins with a D. It's 2 words and ends in a Y. You guessed it. It's Doomsday. Now, a lot of you'll be turning around and thinking, why are you taking his name in vain? He is one of the top wrestlers in SWF. He is one of the strongest there is. He could easily punch your head off if he so chose to. Well, you see, I don't believe that he's as strong as he is, and any power that he does have, he completely wastes, just by being him. But I'll start from where I usually start, and that's at the beginning. See, I never had any true interaction with him physically, though I did watch his work on all the footage that you can find on YouTube, and physically, at least, he is impressive. And he does know what he's doing inside the ring, to an extent. But beyond that, I never really gained a proper opinion of him. And then we had an interaction on the Facebook page of SWF, and he showed an interest in wanting to face me. Though I can't blame him. A lot of people are wanting to face me in SWF, seeing as I am now the guy. Or at least I will be soon, although I save that for another episode. Doomsday, he is confusing. He is not someone I can truly understand. After all, he is, well, hypocritical at best, but I'll get to that soon enough. He was one of the few people who helped me in the 5-on-5 apocalypse. That's where our true interaction started, not including the training beforehand, and he helped gain the victory for Team Knights, my team. The best team at that point. Though he could never hope to stand up to the society. Yes. And what did he decide to do after that match when I had helped to carry the team to victory? He performed a Sister Abigail on me. Though I can understand why he did that. After all, him and Catherine are very close and, well, I have been getting rather aggressive with her. So, it was only natural that he was going to respond as such. I'd keep an eye on that if I were you, Lawrence. No, if anything, I don't think she's that kind of individual. Think being the key word. But anyway, the reason I call him hypocritical is because, well, there was another post I made, and again, he sort of backtracked. He started saying that he didn't have any time for me, that I was nothing more than a pest in SWF. But this was the same person who wanted to face me inside the ring. He was the same person who wanted to try and put me down himself. So where's that fight gone, Doomsday? Are you being hypocritical in wanting to face me at one point and then not facing me in another? Are you cowardly because you finally see what I can do inside the ring? Or are you just stupid and you just trip over your words all the time and you don't even know what you're saying half the time? Any of those answers will do. But it's got to be one of them because it can't be anything else. Now, I don't see what's so impressive about you. I don't see what everybody else sees in SWF. I don't see this end of days individual, because that's what Doomsday is, right? It is the end of days. It is the day where everything literally ends. And to name yourself after such an event, you have to evoke a certain kind of aura. When I think of Doomsday, I think of something that is intimidating, something that you do not want to go up against, because you will literally have your last day of wrestling inside a ring. Yet the amount of people that you've been up against who keep coming back to SWF, who don't stay out the game for long enough, is quite a high tally actually. And the fact that you've been pinned before and you have faced loss before proves that you're not the end of days, you're not Doomsday. You are a man. You are a man who can be beaten. You are a man who is not special. You are not better than anyone else. You are a man, Doomsday. A man. A pitiful one at that, but hey, at least you're not Side Splitter, right? I really hope that you are something more than just a glorified Braun Strowman. Someone who has lots of muscle, but he can't do anything with it. Not truly. I suppose you could look at others like that. The Great Khali being another great example. And it's fine, sure. Throw your mass around and I'm sure it'll stick. But for me, that doesn't interest someone like me. See, I was originally wanting to offer a place for you in the society, but then I thought to myself, what can you actually offer? Sure, muscle mass is one thing, but you've not got anything going on up here, have you? See, that's why we have Dakaro. Because, in a way, the society is like a Roman legion. I, of course, along with Richard Knights, who would be the Emperor, I would be one of the consuls, and I would be leading the army. I would be the general. And Robert Dakaro fills the role of a legionary, but not just any legionary. He would be the warrant officer as such, the one who makes sure that everyone else is kept in line, that everyone else is disciplined. Let's say a Praetorian. A Praetorian would be good. Now, we need people who can show initiative, who can show intelligence upon the battlefield, who doesn't need to rely on our intelligence and on our constant direction all the time, and can make decisions for himself that will benefit the society and that will benefit himself as well. And see, that's what we're looking for in the society with our members, along with many other things. But you don't fill any of those roles except for strength. And we have multiple needs from our members. In the end, you're just a disappointment. I thought I should be scared of something by you, like you. Something that is called Doomsday should be terrifying, and you are not. You're a hoax at best. And a bad one at that. Maybe one day you'll finally decide to up your game a little bit more. Oh, and come out of part-time jobbing right now. Yeah, another part-timer in SWF. We're full of Brock Lesnar's and Goldbergs here, aren't we? Except you don't have the same impact that they do. So maybe we'll see you again, maybe we won't. Personally, I do not care anymore. I've done waiting for people like you. I'd much rather face the full-timers. The ones who put in the effort all the time. But hey, maybe these words will be enough to be able to get you back into SWF. Who knows? One can only hope, right? I have to say I'm looking forward to tomorrow's Remus Talks, a much better topic, because tomorrow we're gonna talk about your boy, Karnage. Yes. See, I've been wanting to talk about him for a long time. But I've already said when I will talk about him, and that will be tomorrow. Now that will be a special episode indeed. For you see, he has a certain place within everybody's hearts at SWF. Oh, and he has a special place for me as well. Right on the end of this fist right here. But all in due time, all in due time. I wouldn't want to spoil the rest of the surprises that I want to tell him about. And you never know. Whilst I doubt he would respond, it might actually bring him out of hiding. And we all know who he's hiding from, don't we? Not me if you're thinking that, but we'll get to that eventually. This has been Remus Talks. Nobody to vote on for today, although I'll open them back up tomorrow. Leave a like, share and subscribe, and click the bell icon so you can stay updated with all future videos. This has been Remus Talks, and I will see you all in the next episode.
Rise up, fight first, bring it on!